Hi, my name is Amanda Pittman and I am a librarian at the Lincoln Park Library in Greeley, Colorado. Today's video is one in a series of videos on job searching techniques, and this video is going to be specifically about cover letters. Cover letters are an essential part of your job search. Whenever you apply for a job, you should include a cover letter along with your resume. Now, today we're going to be talking about the basics of writing a cover letter, but I do want to let you know that the library does have several books that you can check out that go over the subject of cover letters more in-depthly. Here's a list of a few of those. Gallery of Best Cover Letters by David F. Noble. Knock 'em Dead Cover Letters by Martin Yate. And 201 Killer Cover Letters by Sandra Pedestra and Andrea Paxton. Now, these are just a few of the books you can check out from the library. If you search our online catalog for cover letters, you will find more. So let's go ahead and take a look at the parts of a cover letter.
The first part of your cover letter is going to have your name and contact information. You want to include your full name, your physical address, your phone number, and your email address. If your email address isn't that professional, for instance, if it is something like Jojo likes cookies LOL at hotmail.com, you may want to consider creating a new, more professional email address just for your job search. Here is an example of a cover letter written for a job opening for a librarian. As you can see in this example, the contact information is centered here at the top. The second part of a cover letter should include the employer's contact information. You'll want the name of the person in charge of hiring for the position you're applying for, and you'll also want to include the physical address of the company. Here in the example, you can see we included this information and we aligned it to the left-hand side of the page. The third part of your cover letter is going to be the salutation or your greeting. If at all possible, you'll want to get the name of the person who is going to be in charge of hiring for your position. If you don't know who that would be, you can try and find out by calling the company's front office or by looking at their website. If you still can't figure out the contact person's name, you can always use Dear Sir/Madam or Dear Hiring Manager. And you can see in the example, we have used Dear Hiring Manager in the salutation, and we also used it up here with the company information. The fourth part of a cover letter contains the first paragraph. Here you want to state why you are writing and try to mention the title of the job you are applying for. You also want to get the employer's attention. This is where you want to hook them and get them to read the rest of your letter. Here is the first paragraph in our example letter. You can see that our candidate has chosen to mention their 10 years experience. Really, you can include anything in this paragraph, but you do want it to be something that's going to catch the employer's eye. Perhaps you won an award in your field, or perhaps you've always dreamed of working in this position. Use this paragraph to put your best foot forward and be enthusiastic. The fifth part of your cover letter is the second paragraph. Use this paragraph to address the key points in the job description. Carefully look at the job description and see if you can pick out 3 or 4 of the most important skills or traits that the employer is looking for. Then talk about how your experience and abilities relate. Also, use this paragraph to highlight the best parts of your resume. Here is the second paragraph in our example. You can see how the candidate has mentioned several things from the job description and describes how he has experience and skills in each one. For example, he talks about how he is good at answering reference questions. He also talks about how he's adept at using and instructing patrons to use the internet, the library catalog. And as you read through the paragraph, he mentions several other things as well. The sixth part of a cover letter is the third paragraph. In this paragraph, you can describe what you know about the company. You can also talk about why you want to work for this particular company or in this particular position. Here is the third paragraph in our example. You can see how the candidate has mentioned his belief in the importance of the work of libraries and how his values align to library values. The seventh part of a cover letter should contain the final paragraph. Use this paragraph to thank the employer and mention something about them contacting you in the future. Here you can see in our example that the candidate has made this last paragraph short and sweet. And really, that's all you need. The eighth part of your cover letter and the final part of your cover letter should contain the closing. There are a few acceptable ways of doing this. You can choose best regards, respectfully, sincerely, or thanks in advance. Here in our example, you can see the candidate chose to close with sincerely. And then, of course, you do want to type your name below that. If you're going to be submitting a hard copy, you can also sign your name as well.
I hope you've learned a little bit about cover letters from watching this video. Please stay tuned to our Facebook page and the High Plains Library District's YouTube channel for more videos about job searching tips in the future.